In this video, I will tell you exactly what to do to stop the next panic attack in its tracks. The trick I will teach you is simple, but not intuitive. It is easy to do, but could be a bit scary at first. And if done right, works 100% of the time, but may need some practice to train the mind. So make sure to watch until the end. Also, before we go on, please subscribe and help grow this community. Okay, some context first. I've been struggling with anxiety my whole life. It reached a point in my early 20s when panic attacks would land me in a hospital and expose me to arrogant doctors with really poor bedside manners, would ask me to admit what drugs I was taking. So I've decided to do something about it myself. And after some research, I found a book called A Man's Search for Meaning by Dr. Viktor Frankl. It's a fascinating read, which I highly recommend. In the first part of the book, Dr. Frankl talks about his experience as an inmate in the World War II German concentration camps, as well as his observations of who lived and who died, and the possible reasons why, beyond just the harsh, inhumane conditions of the camp itself. These observations later informed his clinical practice and his approach to patients. The second part of the book goes on to explain his techniques he developed as a result and how he used them to help his patients. It's one of those techniques that I want to talk about in this video. It's changed my life completely, and I'm hoping it can help you as well. It's called Paradoxical Ideation or Paradoxical Intention, and it's exactly that. You do the opposite of what your intuition is telling you to do, and essentially hack your mind in the process. It works something like this. Try not to think of a white bear for a whole minute. Go ahead, pause the video and try to give it your best shot, not to think of a white bear for a whole minute. You failed, right? Of course you did. The more you tried, the more the mind did the exact opposite. Okay, so now that we know this, let's turn it to our own advantage. The next time you feel the panic attack coming, and most of us can feel it unmistakably, rather than trying to calm down, think happy thoughts, breathe, or whatever else you were doing, do the opposite. Try to provoke the panic attack to have the worst panic attack you've ever had in your life. Yeah, you heard me right. You want to do the best you can to have the worst, most terrifying panic attack ever. Your self-talk can go something like this. Okay, I know what this is. Let's have the worst panic attack ever. Let's see what you got. I want to have the worst panic attack in my life. Let's do it. Keep thinking this way and make yourself experience the worst panic attack imaginable. Just actively try to provoke it rather than suppress it and see what happens. What's going to happen is big ol' nothing. The wave of panic will just peter out. The tsunami that it usually is will barely reach the shores of your mind, and now you will have a way to always keep the panic attack at bay. Panic attacks are not fair players. They can come on at any time without warning, but anytime you feel it, just automatically start applying this technique and take back control of your life. I want to know, did you try it? Did it work? What was the experience like? Please share in the comments.